lab is to create an exciting, diverse and supportive environment that advances in the engineering of materials by developing fundamental understanding, providing the education. I am Professor S.P. Patil, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department of Jaywantrao Sawant College of Engineering, Hadapsar, Pune.
Yes.
Today's practical is Rockwell hardness testing. The aim of this Rockwell hardness testing is to check the Rockwell hardness number of the specimens. So we have taken the three specimens here. This is the aluminum specimen, brass specimen and the mild steel specimen. So let us see the principal working of this Rockwell hardness testing. So as we know that we are studying the Brinell hardness test and Vickers hardness test. The Brinell and Vickers hardness test works on the principle of area of indentation, but this Rockwell hardness test works on the principle of the depth of the indentation. Now let us see the working of this Rockwell hardness testing machine. Now this Rockwell hardness testing machine is having one chart here. So you can observe the chart here. This is the scale number. The second one is the scale A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, K. Next is which indenter to be used. Then load apply, which load to be applied, which dial you are going to see, and the applications. Okay. So in our case, as we have taken the aluminium, brass, and mild steel, so it comes under this second row. Okay, that aluminium alloys, copper alloys, unhardened steel, okay, etc. in roll drawn, extruded or cast metal. So our specimens comes under this second row applications. So we are going to use this red dial. We are going to apply the load of 100 kg. Then indenter to be used is 1/16 inch ball indenter, and then we are going to see the scale B.
Yes.
So here we are using 1/16 inch ball indenter. Okay, the diameter of this ball of this indenter is 1/16 inch. Then for this application, the load application is 100 kg. So we are applying the load here using this load selector. Using this load selector, we are applying the load of 100 kg. So it is 100 kg load is applied now, and then we need to see the scale B in this dial. So there are three scales. One is the outside scale, A scale, then another middle scale, that is C scale, and in the red scale there is a B scale. So you can observe here B scale as B30, 40, 50, B60, B70, B80, B90, B0, B10 and B20. So this red scale is the B scale, and we are going to see the reading on this scale B. Now let us take the mild steel specimen and check its Rockwell hardness number. So put this specimen onto this anvil. So this is the anvil. Rotate this anvil so that we can touch this specimen to the ball indenter. The specimen is touched to the ball indenter. Then rotate this anvil such that the inner small pointer should not go beyond the point 3, and let it be at 0 for the bigger pointer. So the caution here, the dial indicator may get damaged if the small pointer goes beyond red spot at 3. Now here you can see in the inside small dial, you can observe that the small pointer not goes beyond point 3. So here the inner load of 10 kg, okay, the minor load of 10 kg is applied here to avoid the inertia effect. Now let us apply the major load. So by pulling this lever to the right side, you will apply the major load. So major load of 100 kg is applied here. At the same time, you will observe that pointer is moving to some numbers. Okay, so this is not the Rockwell hardness number. Okay, so for that you need to wait for 10 seconds, and then you have to unload this loading. After unloading, you will observe that pointer will move to the value, and you need to see the reading here onto that B scale. So it shows B60 and next succession, that is B61. So its hardness number is 61 HRC. Now let us take the another reading on the same specimen. Now you observe only the movement of that pointers in the dial. So first see inside the small dial that small pointer should not go beyond point number 3 and the bigger pointer at 0. Okay, then we apply the load of 100 kg. Then the pointer is moving, so wait for the pointer to stop. So when the pointer stops, you need to unload it, and after unloading it will give you the reading. So here reading is of 5 HRC. Similarly, for this milestone specimen, we will take the next 3 readings, and after taking those 3 readings, the 3 readings are 61 HRC, 56 HRC and 53 HRC. So here one reading is of 5 HRC. So as you know that this is a mild steel, means it is a plain carbon steel or low carbon steel. So as the carbon percentage is less in this mild steel, okay, the iron carbide distribution is also less. So where the iron carbide is present, and onto that iron carbide if there is any indentation takes place, so you can observe here the indentations also. You can observe the indentations also here. Okay, so if the indentation is on the iron carbides, then you will obviously observe this higher amount of HRC. Okay, and this reading of 5 HRC is observed as there will maybe not a presence of the iron carbide phase. So by these 5 readings you can take the average of this reading, and that reading will be your Rockwell hardness number for the mild steel. Now take this specimen. This brass is an alloy of copper and the zinc. So according to the percentage of the zinc, it has the different properties. If the zinc percentage is less than 38%, then it shows the ductility, but it is having more than 38%, then it is the gamma brass and it shows the hardness. So we don't know what exactly the amount of the zinc is present here, so we'll check its Rockwell hardness number. So putting the specimen here onto the anvil, then rotating this anvil, okay, so that we will apply the minor load. So see the dial now. So we are applying the minor load such that that small pointer does not go beyond point number 3 and the big pointer is at 0. Then we apply the load of the 100 kg. After application of load, the pointer moves, so we need to wait till it stops. Now the pointer stops, okay, then we will unload, and then we'll take the reading on the red scale, that is the B scale, and the reading is 64 HRC. Now similarly take the other readings. So when the pointer stops, we need to unload. So now unloading is done, and the reading is 72 HRC. Loading, unloading, and the reading is 64 HRC. Again loading, minor load is applied, then major load of 100 kg is applied. And when pointer stops, the major load is removed, that is unloading is done, and reading here is 75 HRC. Now let's take the last reading. Loading, when pointer stops you will unload, so unloading of 100 kg load, and then the final reading is about 78 HRC. Now we have taken these readings 64 HRC, 72 HRC, 64 HRC, 75 HRC and 78 HRC for this brass material. Now you can take the average reading of this Rockwell hardness number. Now let us take the third specimen, that is this aluminum specimen. So putting this aluminum specimen again on this anvil, then rotating this anvil so that it touches the ball indenter. And then apply the minor load so that the small pointer does not go beyond the point 3. Okay. Then apply the load of the 100 kg by Also, it involves no calculations as we required in the Brinell and the Vickers hardness test. Also, it does not require any skill operator. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, do like, subscribe and comment.